Let me present you a super cool new feature that just came to 3D on skinning, which is the ability to generate on skinning from complex objects. As you can see, the Spider-Man topology is much more complex than the audio skinning being generated right here. So this is pretty useful because it's going to be much more snappy and will take less space on your disk to generate on skinning. So how to do that? Let's bring up our panel here, and as you can see, a couple new icons gonna appear down here for each object in the list. So let's delete this one and let's add our Spider-Man mesh to the source list of onion skinning objects, and let's press generate. This one took a little bit while because the amount of data it has to process to evaluate and store is much higher than the previous one. If you take a look at your disk space, you are going to see that it takes about 300 megabytes to store this visualization right here in your disk. How can we improve that? You can come to this button and press it. What is going to happen here, it will pop up a window requesting how much of the topology you want to keep on this guy. Well, let's say 10%. So it's going to duplicate your source and generate some kind of proxy for it. And then this will be used to generate your own skinning. So here we are. How much that takes space in my hard drive now? Well, 33 megabytes, from 300 to 33, and it is much snappier to generate because less data has to be evaluated. Okay, this is pretty handy, but I would like to keep watching the source here. So if you hover your mouse, you're going to see a couple of tooltips, which means press Alt, going to switch your proxy back to the original one. So now you are watching your original guy while the only skinning being generated is from a simplified proxy mesh. If you're not familiar with proxy, we have a dedicated add-on for that, specifically for generating proxies for rigs in general. So I really recommend you take a look at that if you want to go pro on generating proxies. But here is a very efficient way to generate simplified onion skinnings, which are much more snappier to generate, and they take much less space on your hard drive. If you want to keep simplifying even more, you can press Ctrl and then you can say, let's say 5%. Let's generate again. It is even more simple than before, which takes about just 17 megabytes on your hard drive, and it's showing pretty good. I'm gonna press Alt and click this button, which is switching to my dense character, while all the only skinning being generated is super snappy, super efficient, really fun to work with. And that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for the support with 3D on skinning, and I see you next time.